All right, so we're going to be doing a lesson that focuses on social studies and reading together. But to get our brains working and starting, I want you guys to think about what are your needs? What are the things you need? We'll take 10 seconds to think about it. Then you're going to turn to the person next to you and talk about what your needs are. Take 10 seconds to think about it, and then you'll share.
I need me some food.
Okay, go ahead and share.
I need me some food. Something to keep me entertained, like TV or something. Cause I ain't just gonna be sitting there staring at the third wall.
What you're doing. I need water. I need food. I need my PS4. And I need my Wii. And I need TV.
Yeah, I need my PS4 too and TV and stuff.
Miss Miller, watch out for that. Miss.
Another day in the life of
Oh! You got the bug. Okay, so you guys took time to talk about what your needs are. Tell me some of your needs. We're going to write them down.
Okay, my needs are water, food, entertainment, and games.
Okay. Zane?
I need some food, some water, some juice, some soda.
Okay, hold on. I heard food, so I'm going to put a check because we heard that one. Water, that kind of goes with drinks. What else?
Juice, soda, and my PS4.
PS4.
For games.
That goes with entertainment. Okay. And games.
And my TV.
That goes with entertainment.
And I need a bed and some cushion. So I
Okay,
can
a bed. Somewhere to
Me too,
sleep.
me too.
Yeah, and some
Me too.
cushion
So, like,
so I can feel good when I go to sleep.
So, like, shelter?
Yes,
Yeah,
shelter.
Okay.
Shelter.
So I can feel
So
good
put
when
a
I
check
go
on
to
shelter.
sleep.
Thank you, Zane.
Shelter.
Okay,
Sarai,
you all
Crystal?
good.
You need some homework to stay and to keep your mind in
Bruh.
no. Electricity.
Electricity.
Of course,
Yeah,
electricity.
electricity
Water.
too.
Food. I like entertainment because I need it.
Okay. All right, so I want you to think about there's a difference between needing something to
And
survive
wanting.
and wanting. So when we think about, like, animals' needs, right? No, it's still on.
They need
The screen
water.
just fell asleep. Thank you, though. They need water. What are your needs that you need in order to live? Not just to be entertained and have fun, but, like, to live.
Water and food.
Food, okay.
Water, food, and
Water.
energy and stamina.
Well, where do you get energy from?
The food and the water.
Okay, so food, water, what else?
And
Electricity.
stamina.
I
is
need
from-
air.
If there's no electricity, though, will you still be able to be alive?
I need air.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can live without
I
electricity.
need air.
Air,
I have
you
to
need
play
air
all
to
day.
breathe.
And then I'm gonna be sweating all day.
Oxygen.
Okay, we're missing one. Food, air, water, what else?
Nature.
Nature. Yeah, we do need nature so you can play around if there's no electricity.
Okay,
Plants.
so but you said play around, so you need
That's so. And then
space.
space
You
and
need
energy.
space. Okay.
We need space to live. Yes, we.
Yes,
we
you
will.
can't
If
be
you think about it, an
in
animal has
tiny-
a habitat, right? They have a space to live. If you were in a tiny little box, as you were saying, if you're in a tiny box, you wouldn't be able to survive. Your body needs to move around. So,
And then your legs will be like
Still.
like when you sit on. No, your legs will be jello, and then they would get vibrating.
yeah, it wouldn't be too great. So these are our needs, right? We need these now, but there were people long ago that existed that still also needed these things. There were people that lived in Florida before it was colonized that we call Native Americans. So we're going to be talking about today Native Americans' needs and how they met their needs. But guess what? Did they have electricity?
No.
Did they have a drill?
No.
No. Did they have like hammers made of metal?
No,
No.
they made it by themselves.
Right. So we're going to be thinking about how they met their needs, but
So-
without all these technologies that we
So
have.
nature is a part of it because they needed the wood and the stone so they could build a hammer.
Oh, you're ready to roll. So before we get thinking about the tools, we're going to build our background information about Native Americans. So I have an article,
Oh.
and you're going to read it in pairs. I'm guessing you two want to work together since you're knee to knee. And you two ladies are going to read together. So you're going to read this article. Zachariah, what's the title of the article?
Native American homes.
All right, so Native American homes. Before we start reading, I want you guys to think about your prior knowledge. What do you already know about Native Americans or Native American homes? Sarai?
That back in the day, they were slaves.
Okay, so Native Americans used to be slaves. Does anyone want to add on or know any other ideas about Native Americans?
They needed nature so they could build the tools that they used to build all of this.
Okay, so they had to use nature to build tools. I like that. That's connecting to our idea about needs. Anyone else want to add something? It's okay.
they use their surroundings to help them survive and stuff.
Okay, good. All right, so while you're reading, you guys are going to annotate or take notes or underline your article. So you can either do a marginal note if something's really cool or exciting to you, but if you want to just underline things that you think are important or exciting, you can do that. So I'm going to have you two kind of just turn this way so that you can sit here and you can read together out loud. And then, girls, you're going to go ahead and stay over there and you can read out loud together.
You're not even in the camera saying you need to put over.
No, he's okay. I'm going to move the camera. All right.
T's versus B's.
But it's not a race. So go ahead. Zachary, make sure your eyes can see the paper.
Okay, let's start. Before the arrival of European explorers and settlers, there were already incredibly Native Americans' life and culture Native American pre-colonial era. It is important to remember that Native Americans had established customs, era. It is important to remember that Native Americans had established customs, beliefs, traditions, and general ways of living.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second. If there's a word you're not sure of, make sure you circle it so we can talk about it after, okay?
Is that European or European?
It's European.
Okay, European influences began to spread across the continent.
Do you know what diverse means?
It's a bridge, it's a land. We'll read that together. Most anthropologists who study pre-Columbian cultures believe that ancestors of modern Native Americans.
I'm going to pause you both because I heard both of you say a word and it sounded kind of funny. Sorry, what was that word? Can you try to say it for me?
Anthropologists.
Very close. It's
Anthropologist.
anthropologist. So what do you think,
right.
based off that sentence, an anthropologist is? If you need to reread the sentence, you can.
Anthropologist is
Who study people from a long time ago. Who
Anthrop-
study people from ancient times.
Okay, you guys are, I'm really impressed with your context clues. So anthropologists are people who study people. Good job. All right. People who study people.
Native American people migrated from Asia across the Bering Strait and South Asia. What is present-day Alaska, Yukon, and British Columbia? This was possible because sea levels had dropped around 300 feet during the Ice Age, between 12,000 and 60 years ago.
The sun is burning.
Anthropologists call the prehistoric land bridge Beringia. They believe it was open at several points 50,000 to 60,000 years ago, 40,000 to 45,000 years ago, 28,000 to 33,000 years ago, and 13,000 to 23,000 years ago.
How did Native Americans live? Anthropologists are careful to consider the different cultural reasons why Native Americans built different styles of housing, as well as reasons having to do with available resources, climate, and the landscape.
All in the family. The Iroquois live.
Okay, so in the article you read about the different ways that these Native Americans use tools to make their houses, that you guys were telling me. I want you guys to think about what you know about engineers. We've learned about engineers in school. We've done some engineering. What is an engineer?
An engineer is somebody that makes something.
Okay.
Or
Somebody that
creates a
fix
design.
something.
They fix something or make something. Why do they typically make something?
Because basically they're like designers, but more stuff, more.
They use like the world instead of
Yeah.
like
Like
more
they like
nature to it.
designing. But
Okay, wait. Can you elaborate on that? So you're saying they design, but you're telling me they use the world. What do you mean by they use the world?
They
The
use
nature,
more.
nature
Like
around
they use
them.
more sophisticated.
And the only thing they really use that is not a part of nature probably is like the things they need to cut it.
Are you talking about Native Americans specifically? What about any engineer though?
And the
Oh, like,
engineer
they use
uses
a lot
nature
of
because
tools.
all tools are made from nature, like wood, slab, or smooth
Okay.
wood.
Why do engineers typically make things?
Because
So they can fix things.
To make the world easier. They're trying to solve a problem. So, do you think, you kind of got onto it, right? Do you guys think, and you're going to turn to your partner and tell your partner your answer and why, do you think Native Americans were engineers? So turn to your partner, tell them if yes or no, and then why.
yes, like sorta. Because
Why?
basically they're basically building their own world. Because if you go back to this picture,
They're building their
They
own
build their own
cities
city.
and their own islands to build, like to build their own cities to help them survive in the world.
Okay, so their problem was what? What was their problem that they had to build homes for?
their problem was basically that they were like different. So basically they were in the old time. They didn't have anybody to do it for them.
Mhm.
So they had to go around, walk around, get tools like sticks and wood and stone.
Okay, so I see now you're already making a plan for how you can make these tools, right? So we're going to talk really quick about the engineer design process. Because you guys are going to be working as tribes to make a tool to solve a survival problem.
Ooga.
But first, we're going to talk about the different phases of being an engineer for this challenge. So, Crystal, can you read for me the phase 1? What's phase 1 called? St. Eyes on phase 1?
Huh?
So phase 1 is for what?
Plan.
Plan. Tell me the steps, Crystal.
The steps
Thank you.
is identify problem or challenge.
Okay.
Other one is brainstorm possible solutions.
Mhm.
And the third one is design and build a working model.
We did not do the third one.
Prototype. So a prototype is when you have
You
the model
try
that's
it.
actually trying. All right. What is phase 2, Zane?
Says prototype. Does it mean parameters?
Does it meet the parameters? So that
Does it
means.
meet the parameters?
Do you know what that means?
No.
It's saying not
Parameters.
perimeter like in math. Parameters. It means does it
Parameters.
meet all the specifications or all the needs that you created? Does it solve your problem? What's the next part, Zane?
Analyzing data. What worked well? What needs improvement?
Good. And then the last one.
Modify prototype.
Okay, good. So, what about phase 3? Zachariah, what's phase 3?
Final presentation. Present evidence on effectiveness of your design. Evaluate which design was the most effective in meeting the challenge.
All right. So, Sarai, what is the first thing that we need to do? Make a plan. And what is the first part of that plan?
See what's the challenge.
See what the challenge or problem is.
We did
So, I'm going to give you guys in your groups a tribe engineer report. You're going to see the first part is your names. You're going to put both of your names. And then you're going to come up with your clan name. You're both going to be the engineers.
Okay.
You got to come up with a clan name. And then the third line you can skip because there's only 2 of you. And then we'll move on to phase. We'll move on to phase 1. So go ahead and fill out the first part where you put your names and come up with a clan name.
Can we put like our real names or can we put a made up name?
How about here you put your real names and then here you can put your Native American name.
The clan name could be Z-Team. Like, yeah.
No, the Caesars.
The Z. Oh, like Caesar. I get it.
My clan name.
What is a clan name?
So a clan name is your tribe, your group. So you gotta come up with the clan is like
Oh,
another
who's
name
the
for
clan
tribe.
members?
Whatever you guys
Clan
want.
members?
I got my name.
And it's
Take another 5 seconds to finish coming up with your clan name. And since you guys are done, you guys can start talking about what problem you want to solve. So think about a problem that the Native Americans would have had. It could be one from. Hold on. Think about it first. It could be one from the reading. It could be a different one you think of. Think of a survival problem and talk to each other about it.
Think of a survival
Ooh, we can find this.
Mhm.
and maybe
So not like I need to watch
Fiber.
television.
you can
What's
find
an
the
interesting
fiber
side?
to wrap it around to put it together.
Not how you're gonna do it yet. Come up with a problem first. When you decide on a problem,
That's
go ahead and
not
write it
enough.
down.
We need this.
No shelter. The problem is we need to decide that.
So
Y'all gonna be
so write down your problem.
house.
No shelter. And your problem's gonna go down here in phase 1. What is the problem? And then when you have it, put your pencils down and we're gonna share out. Yeah, one group we're gonna wait on. Write their problem down.
Okay, build
Remember, if you're not sure, think about your needs. What were the needs we said?
Needing help.
Food.
shelter,
Water.
air.
Okay. So, were you going somewhere? Oh, okay. So, ladies, what is your clan name?
I can't laugh.
Pink diamond.
Pink Diamond. Love it. All right, Pink Diamond. What is the problem that you guys are going to solve?
I'm going
No shelter.
Not having shelter. All right, gentlemen, what is your clan name?
The
Caesars.
The Zezers. And what is the problem?
Building.
Okay, can you say that as a problem now?
They need help building certain things.
Okay, so do you mean like you want to create tools to build things,
Yes,
or do you want
tools.
like shelter?
Tools.
Tools. You want to create tools to help you make other things.
Yes.
All right, so I we can go with that.
Outta here.
All right,
Going to
so
get this-
go ahead and look through your engineer report. Number 2 says, what basic needs are we trying to meet? So we just had the discussion about that. So go ahead and write what basic
Needing
needs.
tools to build.
What?
Like, so what was your basic? Remember, the basic needs are what we talked about at the beginning of the lesson: food, water, shelter, air.
Nature and shelter. Nature.
So you guys have no shelter. So what are the basic needs? Your basic need is, what do we need shelter for? To do what for us?
Live. Be comfortable.
Have somewhere to sleep.
Okay. Why can't you just sleep out in the jungle?
Need
Because
tools
like,
to build
there might be
something.
some dangerous insects that may give you diseases.
Dangerous. So dirt can be dangerous too, right? So we need shelter to keep us
Safe.
safe. There you go.
I have
needing
to stand up.
tools
My
to
legs hurt
build.
when I sit down.
All right. Go on. What's number 3, Zane?
Needing tools to build.
What do we? No, number 3.
Need, yeah.
What do we need to consider
Oh.
when solving
No.
problems?
Read this one.
Oh, what do you need to consider when solving the problem? These are the specifications that our tool must meet.
We need something to
Okay, so what do you need to keep in mind when you're making your tools?
You have to make sure that
Well, go ahead, sit down and write them down.
My feet
They have to be able to stay.
So basically, write down. So basically, what we're doing is writing down why do we need the tool.
Sit,
They have
sit,
to be able to be
Well, think
steady.
about it. Think about what needs to be true. Are you gonna have tape and glue?
No.
No. So one specification would be, I need a tool that can only be made of items in nature. That would be one specification.
So this question is basically asking.
More military.
So what is this question really asking?
The question is really asking, what needs to be true about your tool? And one thing is that it can only be made from things of nature. And then
It has to be. It can't.
if you're trying to make something that helps with shelter, what needs to be true? It needs to be able to keep you.
Say
Yeah,
it has to
there
be
you go.
strong.
It has to be strong. That's important.
The tools have to
Like,
be
it
strong,
has to
and
be
they have to
steady.
be
Well, they're
able
talking
to.
about their shelter being. You guys gotta sit. So that I can
Scares
see
me.
you.
The tools
Like,
have
it
to
has
be
to
able
be steady.
be able
Like,
to.
like,
hit
it
the
has
ground and
to
make
be
it
able to
sure.
not break when it hits.
Write it down. So not break when you're actually using it. That's a specification.
So only can be made from nature's tools. And it also needs to be
And then when you're done with that, you can go on to number 4.
What are some possible
Ideas for a tool. Hammer, pickaxe. Hammer, pickaxe, axe. I play Minecraft. I know all of this. Hammer, pickaxe, axe. Let's see what else.
Oh, I like how you're using your prior knowledge.
We need either wood, we need either stone, or we need either steel. But the diamond and gold, we're not gonna find that. And the steel. So basically, with the material things, we need wood because there is, or stone because there would be stone out here, and there is definitely wood.
rocks?
So we need an axe so we can cut down the tree so we can make the tools. Then we need a pickaxe so we can get the stone to make the top of the tools. And then we need could use this to wrap any rock, but we need a bigger rock than this to wrap it around
to stick.
so it can actually
No, we
stay.
could. What happened to stick it?
Oh no. And then the rock can help us probably make a chainsaw because of their sharpness hurting my hand. See?
It broke.
These sticks are too light. So basically, after we wrap that around the rock, or we're gonna need a bigger rock. Hey, let me borrow. And the bigger stick because we will need it to wrap both hands. We can actually test it out and see if we can hit it with the ground and if it actually affects the punching of it.
What do you need sticks for?
Look at my chainsaw.
So what's the stick gonna be for?
To help us with the chainsaw. Just in case it's not spiky enough.
Oh, okay.